Hi everybody, BT here with FXLiveDayTrading.com. Today I'm going over a trade Wednesday, October 10th of 2012. The trade is the Euro USD, and this trade was taken a little bit later, right before the US equity market closed, and actually I'd say maybe about 3:35. I sent this out as a signal to members since our trading room was closed, so they not only received it on their SMS, but they also got it via the trade copy. But let's get to this trade. During the room today, it was actually pretty flatline, the Forex market, but we still managed to grab, I believe it was about 17 pips, 20 pips on the Aussie US dollar. Okay, now, anyway, this video is about the trade that we took later in the day. There was a nice move to the downside on the S&P 500 futures index. Needless to say, as the index was moving lower, futures were moving lower, stocks were moving lower, on pretty nice volume. What happened is the euro was just there, not doing much, as though it was waiting for some news. Now, I personally was under the opinion that distribution was occurring. Now, distribution, when I was a broker, would basically just mean that if you're a market maker for, let's say, a small cap NASDAQ stock, as there's so many smaller NASDAQ firms on Wall Street or near the Wall Street area, and basically they'll make a market in a particular stock, and making a market just means that they have a most of the times they were involved with, let's say, the initial public offering, and a lot of times there'll be some major brokers holding really large positions. So it's to their interest to be involved with the stock. Now, distribution is usually when big traders or market makers, so to speak, are distributing the shares, and usually that's when you'll see the consolidation and the shares are being distributed, which means that they're being given out to the public right before that big drop, so to speak. Okay, so distribution is that term that's basically used when the market makers or the big players are kind of giving the stock out to the suckers, and the suckers are saying, hey, we're going to buy this because we think that this is going to move higher. Needless to say, it just drops out of bed. Now let's get to the Euro US dollar, and I just felt that feeling that, yeah, this might be the case of distribution. Now let's say I was wrong, which, let's face it, you're going to be wrong. It's part of trading. As a result, I had to stop above this key level and not quite above the trading zone. I didn't want to go too high on this stop because I just felt that it can also move higher. Obviously, it was pretty strong when the market was moving down. It's not like the euro was selling in a big way, but the move to the downside was pretty strong. And what happened, the news did come out that indeed Spain was cut from triple B plus, I believe, to a triple B minus by S&P. Okay, so that did have a nice impact. So as soon as 4 p.m. hit, you started to see that euro fall off. I actually added in my personal account. This right here is the Pitbull account. If you want to check that out, go to myfxbook/ members/ FXLiveDayTrading. So that's the one that I'm just showing here. So you'll see that there was 2 trades taken, didn't add, and we do have the target below us at 128.11. Target hasn't been hit, but I just wanted to make a quick video. This is indeed a very nice pattern, and you can see that the right shoulder of this formation didn't even make it up, okay, high enough to match the left shoulder. That's how weak it was. And I've noticed in trading patterns that these patterns tend to work out better than just your normal head and shoulders. Needless to say, I'm not going to make this video long. We're still in this trade. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video just kind of doing some charting here at 9:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York. Everybody have a good one. Check us out, FXLiveDayTrading.com.